Hello. Today we are going to understand an important term, mixing index. If you refer different resources, you will find different formulas of mixing index. However, if it is not clearly specified for which situation that formula is to be used, then probably you may get confused and uh, you may unknowingly use it for the situation which is not the correct as per the conditions of that formula. Now, what is mixing index? Mixing index is a criteria which is used to decide the performance of the mixer. Now, there are two situations in which the mixing index is applied. The first situation is number one. First situation is mixing of solids, that is free flowing solid, where the two fractions to be mixed are both solids. So whenever there is a solid solid mixing, for that situation one formula of mixing index is used. There is another formula which is used for mixing of ingredients, mixing of ingredients may be solid or solid liquid, which form paste. So as discussed, there are two situations for which we can determine the performance of mixer by using the criteria known as mixing index. The first situation is when the solids are to be mixed in a solid, that is solid solid mixing. For that purpose there is one formula. There is another situation where the ingredients can be solid or solid liquid. Typically situation is solid liquid mixing, where it can form the paste like substances. Now, as there are two situations, there are two formulas which are proposed. However, there are some literature references where you will find that the correct formula which is applicable that for particular situation is not used. So let us understand both the situation. So the first situation is the mixing of solids. So we will try to see the formula. Mixing index for solid mixing. Now in that case, both solids, free flowing solids, are mixed, and whatever the performance of the mixer is there corresponding to that particular solid solid mixing operation can be estimated by the formula m. M stands for mixing index, is equal to S0 square minus S square upon S0 square minus SR square. Now we'll try to understand what is the meaning of S0, S and SR square, and thereafter I will try to explain you how this M can be calculated and what could be the ideal value of the mixing index for a solid-solid mixing operation. Let us understand the meaning of the variables which you have seen in the formula. S0. Now what is S0 or how it is calculated? That S0 is calculated by the formula mu into 1 minus mu. S0 S0 square, I'm sorry. Now what is this mu? Mu is overall composition of tracer material. Now what does it mean? Say for example, if you have mixed say 300 grams of food grains into 1500 grams of sawdust, so 300 plus 1500 is 1800, and therefore 300 divided by 1800 is equal to mu, that is overall composition of the tracer material. Then another variable is S square, where S represents the standard deviation and it is calculated by the formula 1 upon n inside the bracket summation of xi square bracket complete minus x bar square. Now there is another variable known as SR square. This SR square is calculated as S0 square divided by n, where n is equal to number of particles in a given sample. Now again, this n means what? When we carry out mixing, then we, after the mixing is carried out for a particular time, say 20 minutes, then the number of samples from a different location inside the mixers are taken out. The samples are taken out just to check whether the composition of the tracer in each sample is same or not. Say for example, if I have taken 10 samples after the mixing is over, just to check the mixer performance, then n will be 10. So this small n represents the number of spot sample. Now xi, see basically this mu represent overall composition of tracer material, xi represent the composition or the mass fraction of the tracer material in each sample. I have said that we take the n number of the sample just to check whether the mass fraction of the tracer material in each sample is same or not, or whether it is nearly same or not. So when we take different sample, then the what is the mass fraction of the tracer material in each sample. What is the mass fraction of the tracer material in each sample is determined, and that particular fraction is denoted as xi. So suppose, say, if we have taken 10 spot sample after the mixing is over for checking the consistency of mixing, or to check whether the mixing has properly occurred or not, then the mass fraction of the tracer material in each sample will be equal to xi. So suppose if there are 10 sample, then there will be 10 these xi value, x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, x6, x7 and x8. Now it is possible that if the mixing is not perfect, then the value of xi for each sample taken out may be different, and therefore what we do is we use another variable, and that variable is x bar. X bar, what does it mean? So basically it is known as average composition, or say mass fraction of tracer material. This xi we described, but the writing its meaning was remaining. So as discussed, it is a mass fraction of tracer material in each sample. So if it is a first sample, then it is a instead of I can write first sample. If it is a second, then I can write second sample. So ideally, if mixing is perfect, then the mass fraction of the tracer material in first, second, third up to say 10 sample must be same. That means if we calculate the average, this average and xi must be same if it is a perfect, if the mixing is perfect. However, uh, actually perfect mixing is just an ideal concept which can never be achieved. Therefore, just for the sake of comparison to what extent the proper mixing is carried out, we determine this. S is known as standard deviation. So this is the standard deviation square 1 upon n summation of xi square minus x bar square. So after all xi are determined, then if you take the average, suppose say 10 samples are taken out, so summation of all mass fraction divided by 10 will give you the average composition of tracer material x bar, and this term is the square of average composition x bar. Whereas for individual sample, you will be determining xi square, and summation of all xi square divided by the number of samples taken, that is n. So this s square is the standard deviation. So we have defined the variables which are used in the formula of mixing index. S0 square S0 square is equal to mu into 1 minus mu, as discussed, overall composition of tracer material. I can say that overall mass fraction of the tracer material in the feed. S square already discussed, SR square is equal to S0 square upon N. So let us discuss again the formula which we wrote earlier. So as seen earlier, S0 square is the square of standard deviation. Then S square is the formula we have seen, it's a variance basically, and calculated, if you remember the formula, as 1 upon n inside the bracket summation of xi square minus bracket complete minus x bar square, and SR square is equal to S0 square upon n. Say for just again for the sake of your understanding, I will write the formula of S square. S square is equal to 1 upon n summation of xi bracket square bracket complete minus x bar square, and SR square is equal to S0 square upon n. Now, ideally, this term should be 0. Why? Because if mixing is perfect, then the composition of the tracer material in each spot sample will be same. So, if it is same, then the value of this will be equal to x bar square, and if the mixing is perfect, and if this term is equal to x bar square, so s square will be equal to 0. Again, sr square is equal to s0 square divided by n. Now n means number of particles in a given sample. So if you take the powder like material, then for powder like material, n will be infinite. So again, SR square will be equal to 0 because n will be infinite. And therefore, ideally, S square will be 0 for perfect mixing. And ideally, SR square will also be equal to 0 if n tends to infinity. If that is the case, then if you substitute the value of s square as a 0 and sr square as a 0, the value of m will be equal to s0 square upon s0 square, that is 1. So whenever the solid-solid mixing is to be carried out using a mixer, then if we try to evaluate the performance, how perfect that mixing is, then for the perfect solid-solid mixing in which the both solids are free-flowing solids, the ideal value of the mixing index should be 1. However, the mixing is never perfect, and therefore, in a general situation, the value of mixing index is always less than 1. So basically, this represents ideal situation. For real situation, m is always less than 1 in a real condition or in a real situation. So in this way, if you carry out a mixing in a particular mixer, and if after predetermined mixing time, if the spot samples are taken out, and if the values of the variables as per our earlier discussion are calculated, then we can evaluate the performance of the mixer by calculating the value of mixing index. So for a source, for the mixing of free flowing solid, the value of the mixing index, the ideal value of the mixing index will be 1. Now this is the second condition where the mixture formed is in the form of paste, that is mixing index for mixing of ingredients which form the paste like mixture. And in this case, the mixing index is denoted by a letter IP. So this IP is equal to under root of n minus 1 into mu into 1 minus mu divided by summation of xi square, where I varies from 1 to n minus x bar I, summation of xi from where I varies from 1 to n. So IP mixing index when the material obtained is in the form of paste. Mu is the overall composition of the tracer material. Like as discussed earlier, if you have taken say 100 grams of tracer material and 900 grams of other material, then total mass will be 1000 grams. So 100 divided by 1000 will be the overall composition of tracer material. So in this way, this mu can be calculated. Now xi, if you take out the n spot sample after the mixing is over, and if mass fraction of the tracer material in each sample is determined, then that will represent xi, that is mass fraction of tracer material in the ith fraction. Likewise, for each fraction, depending upon the number of sample n, there will be those many values of xi. And if you add all these xi divided by number of samples taken, then you will get xi bar, which is average mass fraction of the tracer material. So when the mixing is perfect, the value of xi and value of xi bar will be same, or x bar will be same. So if this is the same, then this particular term and this particular term will be same. So the denominator will be 0, and anything upon 0 is equal to infinity. So for a perfect mixing, the value of mixing index will be 0. Sorry, infinite. Anything upon 0 is infinity, and therefore if I have to consider the ideal situation for ideal condition, the summation of the term summation of xi, where I varies from 1 to n, and x bar summation of xi, where I varies from 1 to n, you may consider this as a capital N. So ideally, for ideal condition, this term will be equal to 0. So if you substitute in the formula of mixing index, then this IP will tends or tends towards infinity, or the value of mixing index will be infinity for an ideal condition. However, the mixing is never perfect, and therefore for general situation, the value of IP value of IP will not be infinite, because the term in the denominator in the formula of mixing index, this will not be 0. Why? Because these two terms will not be same. So this particular term which is in the denominator will not be 0, and therefore ideally the mixing index will not be infinite. But for the ideal situation, IP is infinite, and for a general situation, IP will not be infinite. So in this way, by considering the two situations, you can determine the mixing index. Now, the mixing index, when the solids are to be mixed with the solid to form the solid-solid mixture, and the second condition for which we have been discussing the formula for mixing index, that is the situation when the mixing involves the mixing of solid and with some amount of the liquid, which ultimately may form the paste-like substances. So in this way, the mixing index can be used as a criteria to decide the performance of the mixer.